Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be doing a Photocard tag video. This will be my first time doing a video like this on the channel, and I'm kind of unsure how it's going to go, but I did want to try something new and just sort of do a different video as a celebration, I guess, for my 100th video on the channel, which that's what this video is. So as sort of like a thank you and just show of like appreciation, I'm doing this special video for you guys. And then also towards the end of the video, after we get through the actual like Photocard tag, I will be doing like channel shout outs. So like channels that I recommend watching, like K-pop collection channels. And then also I will shout out a few commenters from my channel. So just kind of like trying to give back to the community for this video. So yeah, it'll be a fun time. Hopefully you guys stick around for that. So my plan for this video was to prep for it, essentially, because I did not want to spend the whole video like flipping through all 7 of my photocard binders. So I have a list of 35 prompts that I put together from several different photocard tag templates that I found online. And I will put all 35 of the prompts in the description if you guys are curious or you want them for your own video, and if like there's enough space in the description, essentially. So I've already handpicked all of the photo cards that applies to all of those prompts, and the only 2 binders I'm going to be actually physically flipping through for this photocard tag are my 2 red velvet binders. So my red velvet OT5 binder, which is off to the side out of frame, and then my red velvet solo binder, which you are currently looking at right now. So then all the cards that I have that are not a part of those 2 binders are actually in this stack right here. And then we have this envelope up top here because that applies to one of the prompts, which I think is your most recent photo card like acquisition. So that's what that envelope is housing right now. So that's why I have it in the opening shot of this video. And also, shameless plug, I am recording this video on my birthday. So today, Tuesday, October 7th is my birthday. I am an undisclosed age, which I will keep to myself to preserve my coolness because the year that my birthday is, it starts with a 19. And so I've been told before by my nephews and niece that I am officially like unk status now. So try to preserve that a little bit and preserve my coolness, so I won't reveal that. But it's been a good day so far. I've gotten a lot of texts from like friends and family wishing me happy birthday, so it's been very, very nice. And I do have plans to go to Korean barbecue tonight with some friends, so I'm very much looking forward to that. And I want to get this video recorded before I go tonight, and then I'll probably edit afterwards. So we have a lot of things planned for my birthday. It's been a very busy weekend overall. So yeah, just very happy to be with friends and family this weekend before I, face the real world again and go back to work later in the week. But with all that said, that was quite a long intro, but I kind of just wanted to explain everything that was going on in this video before I actually moved into it. So like I said, we'll do the photocard tag now, and then we'll do some shout outs and stuff right after that. So let's get into it. All right, so the first photocard prompt that I have is total amount of PCs. And this is something that I have never actually done, like ever. Since I started collecting 5 years ago, I have never counted my PCs in terms of just like statistically ever. So this was completely new to me. It took a long time. I think it took about a half hour to 45 minutes to count every single PC. And I broke it down a little bit. I didn't like break it down into groups or anything like that, but I did break it down into like active PCs, I guess, to use like a sports term, right? So, they have like active players and then like injured reserve players. So like active PCs, I broke it down into, so like active PCs in my collection. And then I broke it down into extra PCs, so like PCs I'm selling, or just extra duplicates that I haven't sold yet, or like extra QR cards that I'm not planning on selling or getting rid of or anything like that. So we have active and inactive PCs. So as far as active PCs go, I have 2,675 active like PCs in my collection, which was way more than I thought it was. I thought I had maybe like 1,000, and then I started counting and I got to 1,000, obviously like even before halfway through, and I was like, oh, this is going to be like a big number. So 2,675 active PCs in my collection, and then the extra PCs. So once again, these are like duplicates and or just like extra PCs that don't really fit in my collection anywhere. I have 109 of those. So altogether in my collection, I have 2,784 PCs, and that does also include all of the PCs currently in my tray that is like unsleeved PCs. I haven't even sleeved them yet, but they're like pulls from my most recent unboxings and my most recent buy haul from like a month ago. I still haven't sleeved any of those PCs, but I counted all of those PCs. I counted all of the photo cards like on my shelves, which is really only like 4 or 5, I think, but still counted all of them, counted all the cards in my collect book. So 2,784 is the total amount of PCs I currently own. Then the next prompt is favorite PC of your ultimate bias, and I had so much difficulty deciding which one to go with because my ultimate bias is Seulgi, and especially lately, like within the last like year or two, I feel like she's had like just some really cute and just like gorgeous PCs. But the two I ended up landing on because I just could not decide on one was this poster version PC for Cosmic, which is currently on my shelf. I have a duplicate on my shelf right now. And then this MakeStar PC from Accidentally on Purpose. So I will take these out and show you guys a little bit closer up. So we have this absolutely gorgeous photo card from Cosmic era. This is from the poster version, I do believe, but her eyes look so beautiful in this photo card, and she's showing off the nails, and she's got such gorgeous red hair, and it's just so gorgeous. And then this next PC is, of course, from the Accidentally on Purpose release, and it is a MakeStar pre-order benefit. She's in the Catwoman outfit. I do also have a dupe of this PC, and I plan on putting it on my shelf once I find a photo card holder that I like for it. So I was thinking about maybe using the photo card holder that I got from the Irene and Seulgi Balance tour merch, but I haven't actually like put the PC in the holder to see if I like it yet. So maybe I will end up doing that in the future. But as far as my two favorite PCs of my ultimate bias, these are my two. Up next, the question is your favorite photo card from the oldest era of PCs you have collected, which by default means that we are going to have to go with Red Velvet because I have collected Red Velvet since 2020, late 2020, early 2021, something like that. And I have them almost fully, well, I think I do officially have them fully back collected now, but the last photo card I need to make it quote unquote official, I still haven't put in this binder yet, which we'll do when we get to the next story video, but that's besides the point. But the other groups I collect are, of course, like ITZY and i-dle and aespa, and they, of course, debuted in that like 2018-2020 time frame, but Red Velvet debuted all the way back in 2014, and so my favorite photo card from Ice Cream Cake era was this one right here, I decided. So this is Irene's photo card. She's doing a peace sign. I just think she looks so cute with this like long orangish blonde hair, and I feel like this concept as a whole for Ice Cream Cake was so cool and so, I feel like, unique at the time. I don't know, I could be crazy, but I feel like we didn't see like full group like dye their hair together for a comeback all the way back then, but I really do enjoy this photo card. I think of the 5, I think it's probably my favorite photo card of that era. So that's why I chose this Irene. So the next photo card that we have is a non-selfie photo card of your ultimate bias. And I picked a fun one for this one, I think. I actually have to flip back. I flipped too far. It is this one right here. So I decided to go with this Seulgi photo card. This is from the case version, I think, from Queendom era. Once again, I just love like the orange hair that she went with in this era, and I think it's so cute. She's just holding the 2 lollipops. I really like the yellow here, which of course, like, yellow is her color. And I really loved the concept of the case version specifically for Queendom, just as a whole in general. So I love this photo card to death, and I think this is probably my favorite like Seulgi non-selfie photo card that I do have. The next prompt that I have is your favorite photo card of an idol making a heart. And so I didn't really know how to classify this because it's probably like one of the most popular like poses or whatever that idols do for photo cards. So it's like they'll do cheek hearts or finger hearts or like full hearts like this. So I didn't really know like does it have to be a full heart? Does it have to be a finger heart? Right? But ended up landing on two photo cards. I could not decide between the two, so I'm just going to show you guys the two, but they are both cheek hearts. So I have this Ryujin here first up. She is so gorgeous in this photo card. This is a Star River pre-order benefit from Gold Era, but she looks so stunning in this photo card, and this was the photo card that made me decide to collect this specific set, OT5 for that era. So such a beautiful photo card. And then my next photo card is actually a little bit of recency bias here, but I do have this Miyeon. She looks so gorgeous. She's also doing a cheek heart, but I mainly like this photo card because of the LG Twins jersey. It is one, a baseball jersey, and two, LG Twins is the team that I follow in the KBO. So I know a lot of idols kind of do like LG Twins first pitches and stuff like that. But yeah, I just love this photo card. I love that it's baseball, and you will definitely see another baseball related photo card or photo cards later in this photo card tag, but these are my favorite two photo cards of an idol doing a heart. So the next prompt is favorite photo card of an idol making a peace sign, and this one was also very difficult to decide on because of just how common the peace sign is amongst photo card poses. And as you can see right here on this page, we do have this Silgi doing a peace sign, but I decided not to go with this photo card. I actually kind of switched it up a little bit and went with a Got the Beat photo card. So I have this Winter here. I feel like she just looks so gorgeous in this photo card. She's obviously doing the peace sign up above her like forehead here, or next to her forehead, I should say. But I love the outfit, love the necklace. Her makeup here looks so good. I think she has some color contacts in, and then just the way like the black hair and the bob just like pulls the look all together. She just looks so gorgeous. There's not much to the back, but yeah, I figure I mix it up and throw in this Got the Beat photo card. And you'll also notice later as we get through other photo cards in this video that I did try to switch it up where I could in terms of like showing off photo cards from different groups that you don't always see on my channel. But yeah, we do have this Winter here for favorite photo card holding a peace sign or doing a peace sign. Up next, we have favorite group PC. I did have a couple options for this. aespa has a lot of group PCs. ITZY has a lot of group PCs. And I think i-dle even have a couple group PCs as of late. But ultimately, I did decide just to stick with aespa. So we just saw Winter, and now we have Winter again in this OT4 photo. This is from Whiplash era, and I love this PC so much because just these outfits. I wish they did more PCs in this outfit. Perhaps I just didn't look for them enough, but I also feel like there just wasn't a lot of PCs of them in this outfit. But just like this camo concept and stuff, I just loved it so much for Whiplash era. I wish we got more of it, but that is the reason why this is my favorite group PC. And then on the back, as you can see, we just have some signatures here. Nothing too crazy with the back, but yeah, this is my favorite group PC that I have. Moving on, we have my favorite Polaroid PC. And this one took actually more time than I thought it would to decide because I normally don't like Polaroid PCs. But as I was flipping through like all of my binders, I kind of realized like how much I liked them, at least the ones that I ended up collecting. But the one I ended up landing on is actually also from this year. So this is from 2025. This is the Polaroid PC with the red border for Yeji's Air release. So we have a very pretty photo of Yeji. It's kind of just like a faraway shot. And there's also kind of like I guess a lens like glare, I guess, or maybe like overexposure element to this photo to kind of like make it seem like a traditional Polaroid photograph. But I really do enjoy the red border, and then of course tying in with the red top that she's wearing, and then the back is pretty standard. It doesn't want to focus, but Ooh, it's going way out of focus. Oh my goodness. Okay, we are kind of back in focus here. Sorry about that. That probably was really irritating. But this is my favorite Polaroid PC that I have in my collection. Like I said, it took a little bit of time to decide, but I think I feel pretty confident in this being my favorite Polaroid. The next photo card I'm showing is my favorite holographic PC, and this, once again, I had a multitude of options to choose from. But ultimately, I went with a photo card that I just recently picked up as of like a month ago in my most recent buy haul. I haven't actually even sleeved it yet because I pulled this out of my photo card tray. But it is this Silgi photo card, also from Cosmic Era. So this is another Cosmic photo card. But she just looks so stunning. This is of her like on the beach. I think she was taking this in the sand, kind of obviously facing up like to the sky because you have the nice pretty blue sky in the background. She has the nice ball cap on and the orange hair and the green top. I feel like it just looks so good and works so well together, and she looks so stunning. And then of course you can see as I put it in and out of the light, it is holographic. And then we flip it over and the back is pretty plain. It just says Cosmic on it. But yeah, this is definitely my favorite holographic PC. It was kind of difficult because I do have a lot of holo PCs, but I think this is definitely my favorite. The next prompt I have is my favorite Japanese release PC. And if you guys don't know already, I don't collect a lot of Japanese releases. I have collected fully for aespa Hot Mess. I did not end up going with one of the photo cards from that era though. I decided to go with an ITZY photo card from their Ringo album, and I do have a Leah right here. So I went with this photo card because she looks so pretty. I love her hairstyle in this photo card. It is not a selfie photo card, but that doesn't really bother me too much. She's holding this apple that is painted black, and I believe all the other members were holding this black apple in this photo card set. But I kind of went with this photo card because I like the purple background, I like the outfit, and like I said, Leah's hair, her makeup here looks so incredible. And it also kind of reminds me of my Japan trip that I had back in January. I just miss Japan so much. But I picked up this photo card in my Ringo album that I bought while I was in Japan. So yeah, it kind of just reminds me of that. And then I also do like the photo card back for this. I'm trying to like get it so where it can like not like go out of focus all the time when I flip it to the back, but it's just not working out. So this is the photo card back. I do like the photo card back. It has a very short message from Leah here, but yeah, this is my favorite Japanese release PC. All right, so I've decided I'm just gonna do this for right now because I think the faces on the PCs in the background are messing around with the focus of the cards that I'm trying to show that are not in the binder. But the next Photocard Tag Prompt that I have is the rarest PC I own. And so I was thinking specifically of just PCs that I literally don't see anywhere, like on the open market whatsoever, like Mercari US, eBay, Mercari Japan, like anywhere I look, even like Bunjong, I do not see these photo cards anywhere. And I have two because they're from the same album version and the same release. So I have these two mini photo cards. They are both from the LP version for her release back in January. I recently picked up, and you'll see in my next photo card haul video when we get there, I recently picked up a third LP card. It is not one of these, obviously, but I was stunned when I found that because I was like, this is the first LP card I think I've maybe seen in months. And I've only seen it one other time. I think I saw this LP card once, and it was going for like $50, and that was back in like March or April or something like that, right? The one mini LP card I picked up recently was under $30, so I was honestly very happy with that. And I also haven't decided if I'm going to fully collect because I still have two more LP cards to find, but now I have three as opposed to just two. But these are the two that were in my binder actively, so that's why I went with these two. I just don't see these photo cards anywhere, and if I do, they will be very expensive. So we'll have to, I guess, give it more time to see if they pop up, but like I said, I don't see these anywhere. So these are the two that I'm going with. All right, so the next question is, what is the most expensive PC that you own? And for this one, it's going to be a little bit of a story time. So let me get to Reve Festival finale. So when I first started collecting, I did it kind of, I feel like unconventionally. So we'll find out later in this Photocard Tag video, but you also may already know if you've been watching my videos. But I started collecting towards the end of 2020. At least that's when I say I started collecting, because that's when I officially bought my first Kpop album. And for those first couple months towards the latter end of 2020, I was just buying a couple albums here and there, right? I wasn't buying photo cards. I wasn't going too crazy. I wasn't like buying full-on comebacks as they were happening, right? And so as the months carried into early 2021, and I kind of started thinking like, I kind of want to do this, I was looking at like what I wanted to do, and I decided I wanted to do OT5 Red Velvet. And so I was like, what are the rarest PCs for Red Velvet at this point in time? Because I just wanted to kind of get them out of the way, but also at the same time kind of like lock myself into doing this, because I was like, I want to make an extremely expensive purchase to lock myself into doing this so that I don't go back on collecting these photo cards. I wanted to commit, basically, right? In hindsight, kind of a stupid idea, because like, why would you do that? But at the time, that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, I should make just like the biggest purchase that I can right now, so that later down the line, I don't make any bigger purchases than this, right? You know, this will be the biggest purchase I ever do. And I think it still stands, honestly, for the biggest purchase that I did. It's not one singular photo card. It's actually a full set of 5. So I bought a full set of Seulgi Reve Festival finale cards. So these 3 scrapbook cards, and then these 2, this one, the Glitter Tears Seulgi, and this one right here. Those 5 cards I bought in a set on eBay, and I think it was, I'm a little ashamed to admit this, $150. So each card was about 30. But you have to remember, this was at a time where SM had not put back into print all of Red Velvet's old albums. So basically what was out there is what was out there. All of these cards were extremely rare. It wasn't until I think later that year, or maybe like beginning of 2022, when SM decided, okay, we're gonna put back into print all of Red Velvet's old albums. And then that's when all the prices for all of these photo cards just like plummeted, because obviously the second prints or new prints or whatever were out there, right? But I do also want to justify the purchase by saying that specifically the Glitter Tears Seulgi card, at the time, I was seeing the cheapest price for this card going for literally like $90 and above. It was very rarely dropping under 100. And so I was like, if I'm going to collect this card, I think this is my only chance. And it was also like my first time buying anything off of eBay. Like I was just so worried. It was kind of funny thinking about like how worried I was, because I do it all the time now, right? But it was my first time buying anything off of eBay, buying photo cards, anything of that nature, right? And so with this card being as expensive as it was at the time, and then me finding a set where it was for $150 and it was like $30 per card, even though $30 for some of the other cards was a little bit more than what I could get for some of these like lower cards in terms of like the scrapbook version cards, or perhaps the other photo book version card, I felt like it was still well worth it, given that I was getting such a good price essentially on the Glitter Tears photo cards. So that's kind of a little bit of a story time on how those 5 photo cards came to be in my collection. They were also kind of like my first like big photo card purchase that I decided to do. So yeah, good story behind those. And I think, like I said, those are definitely the most expensive purchase I have ever made for my photo card collection. We are moving on now to the first ever photo card that I pulled from an album. And I actually have 2 of these because they gave us 2 in the album that I bought, but I bought Blackpink's The Album back in 2020. And so these are the 2 photo cards that I pulled. I have a Rosé here on the left and a Lisa on the right. They both look so gorgeous. And let me show the backs of the photo cards here real quick. So it just says Blackpink the album, and then it has the crown on the back. So very, very nice. But yeah, these are the first ever photo card pulls I ever got from an album. And it kind of just like spawned more album pulls and more album collecting, along with like, you know, discovering K-pop YouTube collectors and things of that nature. So yeah, these are the first 2 cards I ever pulled. Up next, we have my most recent photo card that I have acquired. And so I have this envelope. I literally got this 3 days ago, I think it was, on Saturday. And so we are going to unpack it together right now. And I probably will repack this and then re-unpack it in my photo card haul video, because I do plan on doing a haul video. But the most recent photo card I got was this Kazuha from Hot Era. So if I can just take this top loader off, and then I'm going to go ahead, take off this washi tape, and I think it's in a little bit of a plastic sleeve, and it is. All right, so I have it mostly removed from all of the stuff. I did keep it in this one sleeve here that it was sent in, but I have this Kazuha PC from Hot Era. It's kind of this dual selfie photo, so very, very nice. And then if you flip over the back, it has kind of like a negative, I guess, camera view, lens, whatever you want to call it, of the same selfie. So yeah, this is my most recent photo card acquisition. I have been buying a lot of Hot Era off of Mercari US lately, and a couple other eras from, I think, like ITZY, and maybe even a couple aespa cards. I did pick up the last Amazon photo card that I needed for aespa's Dirty Work release, so I'm very excited about that. But this is the most recent photo card I have acquired. So we have this very pretty Kazuha. Up next, the photo card prompt I have is the PC you spent the most time looking for, and seasoned veterans of the channel will know that I had such a time trying to find this particular photo card, but it is the I Feel Jewel Case Shuhua photo card. It is one of 3 jewel case cards for I Feel era for Shuhua. And this photo card I spent such a long time looking for. I think it took me over a year to find it. And unfortunately, it has been surpassed now. For those of you that also know, you'll know that I'm still trying to find one Born to Be special edition card for Chaeryeong from Born to Be era, which was January 2024. And for those unaware, it is now October 2025. So yeah, it's been a while. But this card overall, I think this Shuhua took me about 14, 15 months to get my hands on. And it was so random too, because I would check all the time, right? And I would just never see it. I just kind of like almost resigned myself to never picking it up. But just one random day, I was checking eBay and I saw it sitting there for like $6 or $7. And I was like, oh my God, 1, I found it, and 2, I found it for not a crazy price, because I was fully expecting to have to pay like $20+ for this card when I eventually found it. But luckily enough, I found it. It was a seller in Canada selling it for under $10, and I was like, yes, please, I will absolutely pick that up. And so yeah, that's how I acquired it, and it did take a long time to acquire, but we eventually got it, and I'm glad it's behind us now, and I don't have to worry about it, but it's kind of passed the baton to Chaeryeong, and I'm still trying to find that card from Born to Be era. So up next, I have to show a photo card that has my favorite color in it. My favorite color is blue, and when I was kind of evaluating which photo cards were eligible for this, I was kind of just going by if I see blue anywhere and it's kind of like a predominant color in the photo card, it was kind of eligible for me to select. So it doesn't necessarily have to be like the idol has to be wearing blue. It can be like blue background or whatever, which oddly enough, I did end up going with a blue background photo card. This is a Ryujin photo card from Cheshire era. This is a Make Star pre-order benefit, I do believe, but this is one of my favorite photo cards of all time also, and as you can see, it is hollow, and it absolutely was up for debate with the favorite holographic PC in my collection. I ended up going with the Solgi, which you've already seen, but I did have to think about it a little bit. So I went with this card for my favorite color photo card. We have the blue background, and of course, like the outfit and the makeup and the hair just looks so gorgeous for Ryujin here. And this is the back of the photo card. It just says ITZY Cheshire, but yeah, definitely my favorite photo card with the color blue in it. Up next, the prompt I have is my favorite PC of an idol holding a prop. Once again, this was a pretty large selection pool, but I ended up landing on another hollow PC actually, and it is also another ITZY photo card. It is this Yeji photo card from Loco era. Once again, just like the iconic like cat look with like the space buns kind of that look like cat ears. And then the makeup just looks so good. She's holding a paper like gift here, like a drawing, I guess. So it kind of counts as a prop, but she looks so pretty, so cute. And I think this also is hollow, and this also is a pre-order benefit. I was gonna say Make Star photo card, but it is not. It is actually a With Drama photo card. So back when With Mew was called With Drama, that's what this photo card is. So a With Drama pre-order benefit from Loco era. That's the photo card I went for my favorite PC with an idol holding a prop. So up next, I need to pick a photo card that has my favorite back design. So we're specifically focusing on the backs of photo cards, not the front. And if you know anything about me, you know probably one of my favorite photo card back designs of all time is Red Velvet Bad Boy era. And I ended up going with this Joy photo card because I think of all 10 of the photo cards that they released as a group for this era, I think this particular Joy card is my favorite. I think she just looks so good here. And this outfit and hairstyle worked really well for her. But then, of course, we get to the back of the photo card, and the back of the photo card is just, like, insane. Like, look how iconic that is. Like, really, like, the silhouette, the red and black, as we know, always just goes so good together. And then, of course, you have Joy's signature and message here, and you have that for all the other members as well. But I love the silhouette specifically, and I did also think about i-dle's silhouette photo card backs for 2 era, but I think like this, it just nothing matches this. I think my love for Red Velvet kind of trumped that for i-dle in terms of like this being my favorite photo card back. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that photo card. I'm going to put Joy back in here and move on. The next prompt I have is my favorite pre-order benefit set, and I did have a lot of options here, especially with ITZY because I collect quite a bit of their pre-order benefit sets. I usually do like 4 or 5 per comeback for them. And spoiler alert, it is an ITZY pre-order benefit set, and so the set I ended up landing on is this Make Star set from Kill My Doubt era. So they are all in the baseball jersey from the None of My Business music video. So yeah, they all look so gorgeous here. And me, of course, being a huge baseball fan, I just love these photo cards so much. And they also had another set from that era that I collected where they were holding baseballs. That was, I think, a Dear My Muse pre-order benefit set. But we have also the backs of these photo cards. It shows the name on the back with their numbers. And I think I remember from my haul video where I got these, I did have a commenter that said the numbers are supposed to be like the dates or the days that their birthday takes place on. But like, you know, whatever month that their birthday is, you know, Yuna's birthday is on the 9th and Chaeryeong's on the 5th and so on and so forth. So I just love these photo cards so much. I love that you get to see the backs of the jerseys. And then, you know, as I mentioned, like the fronts of the photo cards, like they're all just so gorgeous in these selfies. So this is probably my favorite pre-order benefit set that I own. The next photo card I have to show is my favorite non-album PC. And for this one, I wanted to think kind of outside the box, right? Because non-album PC is a very like full, I guess, reaching term. Like it can be anything. So it can be a merch collab, it can be a DVD, it can be a pre-order benefit, a fan sign, a broadcast, like it can be anything. So I kind of wanted to, because we're already seeing a lot of pre-order benefits, I kind of wanted to think outside the box and get something that maybe wasn't a pre-order benefit or a fan sign card or anything like that. So what I ended up going with was this ITZY photo card, and this is actually part of the I'm Free T Blu-ray DVD set that i-dle released for their world tour back in 2023. But I really like this ITZY photo card. This is probably my favorite, and of course, ITZY is my bias in i-dle. She looks so cute here, and I just love like the dirty blonde hair, and the makeup looks so good. She's kind of poking her cheek here, but yeah, this is probably my favorite non-album PC when I'm like thinking outside the box and not really doing like pre-order benefits or anything like that. Then the next PC I have is my favorite PC of a soloist, and I don't collect a lot of soloists. If I do collect soloists, like they'll usually be like, a soloist from a group that I collect. So like Sogi or Wendy or, Oogie, for example, Minnie from i-dle, stuff like that, right? But truly soloists, I don't collect a whole lot of. So I did end up landing on this onceglassy photo card because I do fully collect onceglassy. I'm almost done with her collection fully, but I'm still maybe like 3 or 4 photo cards off. The photo card I went with, though, is this aerihyunie pre-order benefit. I think this is from Dear My Muse, if I remember correctly, but she looks so pretty here. I love like I don't know, it's kind of like a faded brown, like a light brown nail color. I feel like it goes so well with like the makeup that she went with here. But I love the bangs in this photo. Her hair looks just like so fluffy there. And then this is the back of the photo card. It just says onceglassy and aerihyunie, but this is my favorite PC that I have of a soloist. Up next, I have to select my favorite PC of my bias from their most recent era. And so this one I had a lot of options, but I was also kind of limited into what I could choose because a lot of the groups that I currently collect, they've had their most recent eras like start, and I haven't started collecting any of their photo cards yet. So I had to kind of limit it in that way. So what I ended up landing on was this ITZY photo card, and it is Ryujin, who is my ITZY bias. And this is my favorite photo card from their most recent era, Girls Will Be Girls. And actually, they just released today, I guess it's tomorrow in Japan because it released on the 8th, but it released at midnight, so it released today on the 7th anyway. But they released today their Japan release, Collector. I did listen to the song Rock and Roll once, and I did like it first listen, so I definitely plan on listening to that a little bit more. But the most recent Korean release that they have released is this Girls Will Be Girls photo card, and I went with this silver glittery border photo card where she's wearing these sunglasses. I think this will probably be, like, from the entire Girls Will Be Girls era, this will probably be my favorite photo card set, or one of them probably, because I still haven't even, like, gotten into Pobs yet for that era. But for now, this is my favorite. Up next, I have to find a PC of my biggest bias wrecker, and I took a little bit of time to think about, like, who is always kind of, like, I don't know, drawing, like, my attention away from my bias. So I was thinking about Red Velvet and ITZY and aespa and i-dle, and I ended up landing on Minnie because I just, for whatever reason, like, anytime i-dle releases anything, and Minnie puts out songs on the album, like she produces some of the songs, I always find myself really loving the songs that Minnie produces. And so I ended up landing on Minnie for being my bias wrecker because I just love, like, I guess just the way she produces music and the sounds that she goes for in all of her songs. So I landed on Minnie, and the photo card I decided to do was this I Love era photo card, which I feel like I haven't, like, I don't know, shown off a lot on this channel. We obviously see I Love era in my photo card flip throughs and stuff like that, but I was fully done collecting this era before I even started this channel, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I kind of wanted to pick this era for this Minnie photo card, but this is my favorite outfit from that era that Minnie wore. So she's got this like white top with like the red trim, and she's got her hair tied into a ponytail here. She's doing a kissy face, looking so good. And then this is the back of the photo card. I think this is a photo book card. I don't think this is a jewel case card, but we just have a very simple back. It has a Queen of Spades on the back and then Minnie's signature. So yeah, I went with this photo card for Minnie, my biggest bias wrecker. Up next, I need to search for a photo card of my bias with dyed hair. And this is a prompt I decided to, once again, kind of like step outside of the box on, not go with like Red Velvet or ITZY or aespa or i-dle or anything like that. So I went with this Onda from Everglow. So she looks so pretty here. She has her hair dyed blonde in this photo card. This is from the All My Girls tour merch. So I do believe this was a photo card set that you could buy at the tour, which I did see Everglow on tour at their DC show back in, I think, 2023, maybe 2024. I can't remember. The amount of concerts that I've been to the last like 2-3 years, they all just kind of like run together at this point. But this was a photo card I picked up from the tour merch. Like I said, I think she just looks so gorgeous here. And of course, this qualifies for the prompt because she has the blonde hair in this photo. So that is my favorite photo card of my bias with dyed hair. Moving on, the next prompt I have is my favorite photo card of my ultimate bias in pink. And so I was trying to think off the top of my head, like Silgi photo cards where she was wearing pink, and I honestly couldn't think of a ton. But what I did end up coming across was this photo card from Feel My Rhythm era. I think this is, yes, this is an Orgel version photo card. So she's wearing a pink top here. I think this was the outfit. She was also wearing like low-waisted jeans as well, if I remember from the music video correctly. But she has very pretty black hair here. She's looking so gorgeous in this photo. She's got like the shrubbery in the background behind her here, but the pink top makes this photo card qualify for that prompt that I'm going for. And yeah, I really enjoyed this photo card, so this is my favorite PC of my ultimate bias, wearing pink. The next photo card I'm going to show is a photo card that I overpaid for, but it was totally worth it. And a little backstory for this photo card. So I guess I'll show it first. So I have a shuhua here. This is also from I Love era. This is a jewel case photo card, and it is the black back jewel case photo card. And we know it's a jewel case because it doesn't have like the queen in the corners. I think only for the photo book cards it had those. So this is a jewel case photo card for I Love era. I definitely overpaid for this card. It was ultimately worth it because I completed the era relatively like stress-free too, I would say. And you guys wouldn't know that because, like I said, this was fully done, I think, before I started my channel. I'm not 100% positive, but I really don't remember any I Love era photo cards ever like popping up in like one of my haul videos or anything like that. But funny story about this photo card, I saw this photo card for about $40, I think it was, on Mercari Japan, and I was thinking about buying it for like 2 weeks, and then when I finally decided I was gonna go buy it, it was already bought and it was gone. And so I was like, well, I guess I missed that opportunity, but that was really expensive, so it was probably for the better anyway. And then I wanna say maybe like a month or two after that, I saw this same photo card pop up also on Mercari Japan, and it was for like 20 bucks. And I was like, okay, that's still really expensive, but that's way better than the other deal that I was gonna buy. So I'm gonna take this opportunity and just buy this right away. And so I did, and that's how I got this photo card. So this photo card was about 20 bucks, which is definitely an overpay, but especially for those like earlier era i-dle photo cards, especially the jewel case, those are very rare and hard to find. So the I Love era, the I Feel era, like if you're trying to collect any of those now, like Godspeed, because those are probably extremely difficult to find. But yeah, this is the photo card that I overpaid for, but it was totally worth it. The next prompt I have is one photo card you will absolutely never get rid of. And I kind of laughed when I put this prompt on my list because there's basically all of my photo cards kind of apply to this. Like right now, as it stands, with the way I like run my collection, I wouldn't get rid of any of my photo cards, if I'm being completely honest with you. All like 2,700 of them, right? But the photo card I ended up doing for this particular prompt is this Ryujin photo card right here. So this is the untouchable version photo card, I think one of two from Born to Be era. It's an egg photo card, and it's a set of egg photo cards, or it's part of a set of egg photo cards that ITZY did for that era and for that special edition. So this is also a pretty rare photo card. I don't see it a lot when I'm looking for Chaeryeong's Born to Be photo card, because I'm still actively searching for that one. So other Born to Be photo cards kind of pop up in the search as I'm looking for that one. But I don't see this photo card pop up a whole lot. So it definitely can also apply to like the rare prompt, you know, that we did earlier. But this is absolutely one photo card I'm never getting rid of, because she just looks so cute here. And yeah, I think it's just so cool. So that is the photo card for this prompt. So the next photo card I have to find is a photo card with a flower in it. And so this is obviously another like wide net that I had to cast, because, you know, photo cards with a flower in it, especially for like girl groups, I feel like that's pretty common. But the photo card I ended up going with is this Sujin photo card from Riz era. She looks so stunning and beautiful in this photo card. It is a Soundwave either pre-order benefit or fan sign card, but she's got this like very nice flower crown in this photo card, so that very much applies to this prompt. And then this is the back of the photo card, pretty plain. But yeah, this is a Soundwave pre-order benefit. Love the flowers in this photo, and like I said, just love this selfie overall. She just looks so gorgeous. So the next prompt I have is actually prompt number 30, so we are pretty close to the end here. I have to find a photo card, or I guess my favorite photo card of an idol holding a fruit. And so the one I ended up going with was a Seulgi photo card from Accidentally on Purpose. This is a QQ Music photo card. She's holding her representative fruit for Red Velvet, a pineapple. But I just love this outfit. I love like the grocery store setting, and I loved Accidentally on Purpose photo cards just like in general. So it was very easy to make this choice, even though it was actually more common than I thought, like fruits being in photo cards. So yeah, I ended up going with this one. This I don't think is the last Seulgi photo card that I have for the video, but this is definitely my favorite photo card of an idol holding a fruit. All right, so that was actually prompt number 29. This is prompt number 30, and this will also be another Seulgi photo card. The prompt is a photo card with someone holding a drink, and so I landed on this one. It is from Seulgi's poster book. So this was a special release that Seulgi did with, I think, 10 original artworks done by herself, and she put them in a poster book, and you did get 2 photo cards with that poster book. There was actually not a lot to choose from for this particular question. I could have gone with, I think, the Karina photo card from the CDP for Armageddon. I think I'm remembering that correctly, because Karina also is holding like a drink like this. And then there was also like photo cards that ITZY did where they're holding like, I think it's like a martini glass, but it has like jewels in it, not an actual drink. And I think they did that for a pre-order benefit set for Born to Be, and then also as like a regular album photo card set for Checkmate era. So those are the ones I came across. Ended up going with this Seulgi one because Seulgi's my ultimate bias, and I just think she looks so cute here and adorable. And yeah, I also kind of like the uniqueness too, because we don't talk about the poster book a whole lot. At least, you know, I haven't in the past. Obviously only in my like photo card flip through videos, but I like that it's a non-album photo card, and I like its uniqueness, so that's why I went with this one. And moving on, I need to find a photo card of the idol I pull the most. And so I was thinking really hard about this, because honestly I don't like do a very good job of keeping track of like who I pull. It's kind of just like a feeling type thing. Like if I do an unboxing and I pull a particular member, I'll be like, I don't think I pulled that member like a lot in the previous era, or I pulled them a lot in the previous era, right? So the idol I ended up thinking that I pulled the most, and I guess you can correct me if I'm wrong, because like I said, my memory was kind of failing me here. I feel like I pulled Ning Ning a lot, and like I did look back at like my eBay sales, because that's also like another gauge of okay, if I have a lot of eBay sales, that means I pulled a lot of dupes of this member. And so I did have a lot of sold Ning Ning cards like in the past year or two. And so the Ning Ning card ended up going for this particular prompt is this Girls Era photo card. I think this is probably one of my favorite Ning Ning cards that she's ever put out. So I think this selfie is just so pretty. I love the blonde hair. I love the makeup. I love the outfit. And I really also do love Girls Era just as a whole. So that's why I kind of went with this photo card to represent the idol that I pulled the most. So we have this very pretty Ning Ning photo card from Girls Era. The next PC I need to find is a photo card of an idol wearing a hat, and I had a lot of choices for this one, but I did end up going with this Giselle photo card. So this is a K-Town For You pre-order benefit, I do believe, from Whiplash Era. As you can see, she has a Los Angeles Dodgers camo hat here, and she's got the pink hair, and she's of course wearing like the camo outfit. You can't really see it because the hair is covering it, but she's wearing the camo outfit here. Of all of the baseball teams I typically see idols wearing, I think the Dodgers, to me, is the most like unoffensive one, just like from a sports fan perspective, right? Because it's usually one of like three teams, right? It's either the Dodgers, the Yankees, or the Red Sox. Like, that's all. And like very randomly, like the Cleveland Guardians I've seen too. Like, I don't know why MLB Korea sells a lot of Cleveland Guardians stuff. I'm not mad about it, but it's kind of just like weird. But anyway, the Yankees and the Red Sox, I'm an Orioles fan, and the Yankees and the Red Sox are in our division, and so I do not like those teams. And it's funny because Karina did release a hat, like a Karina like exclusive hat where there was a Karina signature embroidered on the side of a Yankees hat. And I was thinking about picking it up because I was like, if I ever buy a Yankees hat, this is going to be like the one instance ever that I will probably do it. But unfortunately, it was only getting sold to like particular Asian countries. It wasn't really available overseas. So I couldn't really pick it up. I could try to buy it like on eBay, but I already checked and it's going for like $200+. And like, I'm sorry, I'm not paying that for a baseball cap, especially when it's a New York Yankees cap. Anyway, what I'm saying is that I'm happy the hat in this photo is a Dodgers hat because, like I said, they're not in my division. They're West Coast. They're very far away from me. So yeah, anytime I see like Dodgers, I'm like, all right, that's cool. Like, I'm fine with it. And I also just want to clarify, like, if it's Yankees or Red Sox, like, it's fine too. I would just prefer it to be Dodgers. Like, it's really not that big of a deal to me. It is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? We are back in my Red Velvet solo binder for this next prompt because it is a photo card from the first comeback you experienced as a photo card collector. And so this once again takes me back to that late 2020, early 2021 like time period. And I was thinking about just like, in terms of like all of the comebacks that happened in that time frame, which one I was kind of gearing up for and buying albums for like right when it was coming out. Because when I first started collecting, I actually started with a lot of back collecting and didn't really worry about like current comebacks. I was like, okay, there's a comeback happening, but I'll worry about collecting that album later when I back collect albums a little bit more, right? So the comeback ended up landing on was Wendy's Like Water. I remember being so excited for that comeback. It happened in April of 2021, and it was actually also right before ITZY's Guess Who release, which was also April 2021, I think. But I actually also didn't like collect ITZY Guess Who right away. I collected that much later down the line when I started collecting ITZY fully. But the first comeback that I experienced as a collector, quote unquote, was Wendy's Like Water. And so I decided to go with this very cute peace sign photo of Wendy here. She's in like a green field. She's got the orangish hair, which I'm just kind of noticing now. I've selected a lot of idols with like orange or like ginger color hair today. I think I probably just like that hair color a lot. But she's got the blue top. She's doing a peace sign and a wink in this photo card. So very gorgeous photo card. This was, of course, one of the photo cards that I pulled from my Like Water albums, which, fun fact, I did not even get until like 3 months after the comeback because at the time I pre-ordered them from SM Global Shop. And if you don't know, that is like probably one of the worst shops you can ever order from in terms of like getting your albums in a timely manner. Like they will take 3 months plus to show up. And at the time I did not know that, but if you can avoid it, do not order from SM Town Global Shop if you want your albums like quickly, because it will not happen. So this is the photo card that I went with for a PC from my first comeback era that I experienced as a collector. All right, so the second to last prompt I have for this photo card tag video is my favorite unit PC, and I did have a lot to choose from for this particular prompt, but I would not be remiss if I didn't select an ITZY photo card here, so that is exactly what I did, and I went with this Cheshire era ITZY unit photo card. So this is Ryujin and Leah. They just look so cute here. Like I cannot get over how cute they look. And I do remember when Cheshire era like was happening, a lot of people were fawning over this photo card, and I mean, how could you not? They just look so adorable. They're showing off the nails. They're both wearing the cat ears. So this is undoubtedly my favorite unit photo card that I own. And then of course the back is also super cute. They're doing like a pinky promise here on the back. And I think like all of the unit photo cards for this era had like the members like doing something with their hands. So whether it was like making like, I don't know, shadow puppets or like, you know, shadow hand puppets, or like doing a pinky promise like this. All of the unit photo cards had this for this era, but such a cute photo card, and like I said, my favorite unit photo card that I own. And the last question or prompt of the video is my favorite lenticular PC. This was kind of difficult because I don't collect a lot of lenticular PCs. I prefer not to collect them, but there have been instances where I do collect them because they just fit with the layout of like an era that I'm collecting. So the lenticular PC that I went with is this Karina photo card from Savage era. So you would have seen the back of this photo card at the very beginning of the video in the opening shot, but we have this non-selfie lenticular. You can see it's kind of like glitching if I tilt it left to right here. But she's kind of just like got her arms up in like a crossed manner, but the outfit looks so good. And we have the white background, and like I said, the lenticular feature here is like the glitching kind of thing around her face. And then as you saw at the beginning of the video, this is the back of the photo card, so it just says Savage on it. So that is all of the photo cards that I have to show off for this photo card tag video. The next portion of this video, I'm going to do a couple like channel recommendations and then shout out some commenters. So let's do it. All right, so the next portion of this video is basically just going to be me doing a whole bunch of shout outs and showing appreciation to the community for, you know, my 100th video here. And I wanted to recommend 10 channels that I watch pretty regularly, and also like would absolutely recommend to other people that they check out if they're into like collecting K-pop or just watching like collection channels or whatever. So these are 10 K-pop collecting channels that I absolutely would recommend. So for the 10 channels I recommend in no particular order, I have fairyujisu, I have ninjeff, I have aerihyunie, I have Makaz Media, I have onceglassy, which onceglassy also shouted me out last year on their channel, so I'm returning the favor here. Then I have jenniskpopshelf, I have lesseravia, I have Sweet Witches, I have bloomwithone, and then the last channel is potatoxqza. So those are the 10 channels that I recommend, and if you happen to be one of the 10 channels that I shouted out and you see this, know that I don't expect like anything in return. Like I said, I'm just doing this to show a little bit of appreciation to the community and just spread the love a little bit because this is my 100th video. So wanted to show you guys some love. Keep doing what you're doing. I love your guys' videos so much. And yeah, go check them out if you're watching this video and you haven't heard of them. Go check out their channels. Then I also have 5 commenters that I wanted to shout out for my 100th video. So these are people that comment pretty regularly on my videos, so you've probably seen them poking around the comment section a lot. But First, I have Sotong Paradise, I have K's MC, I have Dakota Pyment 2596, I have Cherryyoung's Cat, and then I have, I think it's Griff, GRFF underscore. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that, but I'm gonna go with Griff. And then I also did want to do an honorable mention because I was going through a whole bunch of old comments last night prepping for this video, kind of like reminiscing on like all of my old videos and just reading a whole bunch of old comments. And I do remember my first ever comment I got on this channel. It was my 4th video and it was my first ever Photocard flip through video. So I think my first 3 videos were unboxings. This was my first Photocard specific video. It was my 4th video I ever did, and the first comment I ever got was from Gasoni. I think they've only commented that one time ever on my channel. So I'm not sure if you're still out there watching, but I did just want to say personally, thank you so much for commenting on that one video because, you know, it kind of propelled me to like keep doing what I'm doing here. Obviously, like doing the 3 unboxing videos, kind of putting myself out there. I was a brand new channel. Not a lot of people were commenting. Nobody was commenting, as a matter of fact. But for you to comment on my Photocard flip through video, it was kind of like a reassuring thing, and it kind of made me realize like, okay, I can, you know, like connect with people because there are people that enjoy this just like me out there. And, you know, so I do appreciate all of you commenting. I do appreciate you, you know, every single video, the nice comments. Lately, I've been getting like so many nice comments. Like, it's unreal how nice you guys have been. And like, I just want to say thank you so much. And just know that I do really, really appreciate it, especially like with the super nice comments I've been getting lately. But to sort of wrap up this section with a little bow, I did just want to reiterate, Gasoni, if you're still out there, I do still remember you being the first comment on my channel, and I just want to say thank you so much, and I appreciate you. So thank you. But that is all I have for this special edition, I guess, Photocard tag video for my 100th video on the channel. It is going to be a very long video, it seems, because I'm seeing the number on the recording right now, and I don't like it. So editor me later is going to have to spend a lot of time editing this down, but you know, still worth it for you guys. I'm not complaining or anything like that. It's just kind of like I wish I was able to yap less and maybe move on a little bit quicker, but maybe you guys do enjoy like the rambling that I do, so it is what it is. I have probably the next 4 videos planned out in my head. So I think the next video I'm going to do, because I just got these albums, is an unboxing for the guitar versions for aespa's Rich Man. So expect that to be next up. And then after that, we're going to get like full force into all the Photocard content. So I'll do a little bit of a Photocard haul. It'll be a smaller haul than what we're used to because they're literally just orders from Mercari US. It's maybe like 10 to 15 envelopes. And then after that, we'll do a sleeving video and I can yap a lot more and finally talk about the LeSseraFim concert that I still have yet to talk about on the channel, but it was such a good concert. I really want to talk about it. I just haven't had like the proper video to yap about it yet. So I'm going to do a sleeving video predominantly talking about the LeSseraFim concert. And then after that, we're going to do the storing photocards video, which I know a lot of you are waiting for. It has been such a long time since my last one. I think it's been at least a month and a half now. But we're going to get to it soon, hopefully, if everything kind of just like falls into place and stays the way it is right now, and there's no like new comebacks or anything like that that get announced. We'll definitely be getting to that very soon. So with all that said, thank you guys so much. Like I said, I'm super appreciative of all the love and support that you guys give in the comments and, you know, subscribing and liking the videos. I can't believe it's been 100 videos of this, but I'm so happy, and I'm excited to continue more, and I'm also excited to give back a little bit to the community in this video. So thank you guys so much for watching to this point in the video. If you did, I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you watch this, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.